Here are the supplies that we need from Batman. A 9x12 canvas. We have a round brush, and this can be really small because we're going to use it for the bat, the little small areas that we need to get into. And this is an angled flat brush, and this is a fairly small one as well, and that's to cover the cape. He doesn't have wings. The cape in smaller areas, and then the bigger flat brush for covering the whole background of the canvas. You're also going to need your yellow, your bright yellow. That's the background color. Then this is our golden yellow color, which is not, there it goes. It's called straw. And then there's a little bit of blue for his eyes. And then of course I used black and I used white. And then you mix the two to create your gray. You're also going to need your graphite paper, which you can get from, I've found it at Hobby Lobby in the drawing section with pencils and stuff. And then you'll need your picture of what you're going to trace, your Batman picture. And I just took this from the internet. So you can just take it and copy it, and then you'll transfer it. Make sure it's not too big to fit your canvas. I had to come back in here because I wanted it bigger, so I had to come back in and I had to finish drawing the cape out. And I had to draw the top of the ears. But I liked the closeness of this Batman. That's why I chose him. Okay, here you can see we have the background painted in this bright yellow. Zoe, she's building a paint tower over here while I'm trying to film. So sweet of you. But let's keep it down, okay, for Mama? Okay, so here we have our yellow background painted, the light yellow, and then I took some of this golden yellow just to make it look a little bit more interesting and have that little bit of difference there between the two yellows. Now I'm going to take my picture and I'm going to use graphite paper and I'm going to trace it on. So I'll show you that as soon as I'm done. Okay, here we have Batman, Lego Batman drawn on. It's very light. We don't necessarily want it to be darker. Let me see if you can see it a little better here. And all I did was, I have my graphite paper here. You can buy this at the art store. One side's darker, the other side's lighter. You put the light side up, and then you take whatever picture you're drawing, which I printed out on the computer, and you set it down on top and you trace over it. And this is great when I have like 15 of them to do for one class. This is really quick and easy for me. Otherwise it would take me forever to sit there and draw each and every one on. But this is a quick way for you to print out your picture from your computer, get your graphite paper, trace over it, and then you get your art right there ready to draw on. And then I'll show you once I start painting him. Okay, so what you can see here that I've got going on is that Batman is black. But in order for us to see the differences between the black shades of him, we had to make some gray areas and then some darker areas. So I just looked at my picture and I thought, okay, what is dark, what is lighter? And then I just made some lighter shades of gray and then the darker black, straight black. And I'm going to continue working on him to finish that up. Some areas will need another layer, like I can tell over here I need to kind of come in and fill this in. But I'm going to finish up the black and then I'll show you what I will do with the mouth and the eyes. Okay, now you can tell I finished up the black and gray of Batman, and then I already had the yellow background. So for the bat in the center of his chest, all I did was go back in and just paint the bat black, and I just left the yellow around it. Saves us a step. And then I just put the skin color around his mouth. I drew in his mouth once that dried. Just the shape doesn't have to be perfectly matching the picture. He's just got kind of a mean kind of look on his face. And then the blue eyes. And then I put a little bit of white in the blue eyes as well. And so this is the finished piece. I'll show you a final picture of the whole thing standing back from it. And I think that's it. I think just the difference is that wherever the blacks meet, like here, this is really black, so I made this light gray. This had to be light, so this area right in here had to be black. And the same for here. Down the side was gray, so this had to be black. And under here, we had to show the difference between the head and the cape. So this had to be black, and then this had to be gray, and then this ended up being black as well. And then the same over here with the other arm. Gray against the black. So wherever there's a connection where they meet, you have to do the opposite. Okay? Alrighty, well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this Batman painting. Here we are. We're painting Lego Batman. Look how great they're working. They're working so good. Look at that. Great. If you need to move to the smaller brush, you can always move to the smaller brush and use the edge of your brush as well. Okay? You have two choices. Good job. We are almost finished. Almost done.
So we win.
And little Miss Zoe. Zoe, can you say hi?
Hey Mason. Debbie can take a picture.
And there's Missy. And Preston.
Want to hang that where your bed is?
Yes.
Yeah.